It's a rainy day and I'm due for a very late lunch at Cafe Lidia in Marikina. If this restaurant has flown under your radar so far, I was told that they're celebrating their 15th anniversary in 2024, a good reason for you to plan your visit. Now, a casual glance at the facade of Cafe Lidia and you might not immediately notice the size of this place and their seating capacity, but this restaurant has a huge interior space. I heard that this used to be a shoe factory, but the owners have since switched industries and repurposed the property. Because I arrived at an off-peak time, staff members were doing some work on decorations, hence the shot of Kuya on a ladder. The interiors have a very specific theme and aesthetic. Best way for me to describe it is a giant veranda. The indoor parts have an outdoor feel because of the plant-themed decorations and all the windows that separate the various dining rooms. It makes me wonder if this was the look they were going for from the very beginning? Or perhaps they gradually added more dining rooms to extend the capacity of the restaurant through the years. Either way, it gives Cafe Lidia a somewhat whimsical look. Upon closer inspection of the wall decor, you'd notice that the photos on the walls are car-themed, giving you an idea of the owner's appreciation for Jeep and Land Rover type vehicles. Now that we've covered the first dining room, let's head on over to the back area. Over on the right side, you'll find a fountain and the entrance to the second dining room. Again, emphasis on the outdoor feel to an indoor space. This hall is open air and there's a hand wash area on the leftmost side as well as the entry to their kitchen, which isn't shown in this footage. Behind those colored glass dividers are the restrooms. And now we're approaching the third dining room. Inside is another cafe setup complete with its own set of coffee machines and a side station. When you think about it, the section design of this restaurant is practical. They don't have to open all the dining rooms, plus they can easily allot sections for private functions. This is their courtyard, featuring another fountain and a seating area. Nice use of natural light there. And then there is a staircase leading to the second floor, yet another dining room / function area. Back to the first dining room, let's have a look at their cake display. They've got crowd pleasers like Sans Rival, cheesecake, chocolate cake, ube cake, brazo de Mercedes, and carrot cake. But we'll get into that later on for dessert. If you've gotten a good look at their menu, there's actually no soup section there, but they do have a soup of the day that you can ask your server about. It was chicken mushroom soup on the day we were there. It's a creamy soup with a satisfying amount of sliced mushrooms, chopped chicken meat, and croutons. The croutons are toasted with cheese and add a nice extra flavor to the soup. Now for the rice meals. This is a Salisbury steak. FYI, for ulam-type entrees, you can select from mashed potato, garlic rice, or java rice to go with your meal. Their plates are quite big, and you can see here that the burger patty is nice and thick. What I do like about this is the ground beef is well seasoned and tender, but isn't loaded with extenders. Siksik siya and the beef taste is front and center. They've put some melty cheese in there, and the java rice isn't salty and has that sauteed bell pepper aroma. This is beef salpicao, one of their specialties and something we order quite often. Of course, traditionally served with garlic rice, though you can switch it up. The beef cubes are fairly tender and easy to chew. They've got a healthy amount of garlic in there and the sauce isn't too salty. I also want to mention that their vegetables are cooked just so that they're crisp and have a bite to them. Lightly seasoned, not soggy. So this is a must-try from their menu. This is the first time I've ordered the chicken marsala, and I would liken the breaded and seasoned chicken to chicken parmigiana minus the tomato sauce and cheese. Instead, you get a marsala wine sauce with some earthiness from the sliced mushrooms, and the mushrooms have soaked up that wine flavor. The chicken breast juiciness is at about a 3.5 to 4 out of 5, and my side of mashed potatoes is light and not super buttery. It's time for dessert, and the dark mocha Sancerval was the one that made me the most curious to try. This delivers chocolate 4 ways: syrup, ganache frosting topping, chocolate bits chopped and incorporated into the buttercream, and in decorative curls. So this actually strikes me as more of a chocolate lover's dessert. And because of all that chocolate, it registers as much sweeter than its classic Sancerval counterpart. The mocha buttercream smells pleasant, but without going too strong on the coffee flavor. The chopped chocolate bits in the buttercream frosting and filling means you get chocolate in every bite. The dacquoise meringue layers are on the gummier side rather than crunchy or biscuit-like. In contrast, the classic Sancerval is the option for those seeking subtler flavors. You can see from the video that the buttercream frosting isn't too thick, and there's a satisfying sprinkling of chopped nuts on there. You get the same textures of the meringue, but this base is highlighted more. The butter has a somewhat coconutty aroma, which you won't notice with the dark mocha version because of all the chocolate. So if you want something rich but not as sweet, this is a safe bet. To cap off the meal, this latte looks like a big serving. It's not overly milky, so you get a balanced taste of the espresso flavor. In case you're wondering, it's not just the restaurant that's spacious. Cafe Lidia can accommodate parties because they have parking slots as well. The space across the street can park up to 14 vehicles, and they have another lot further down the road that can fit 14 more cars. Please subscribe for more content like this.